Hey friends, as you are requesting me to explain the tutorials, today I am going to start this tutorial with the explanations. You can see here a simple dark portfolio design with animations and sliders. So let's create this beautiful design step by step. Step by step. So now I am in Visual Studio Code. You can see here the structure of our web page. You can see here the images folder, index.html, script.js, style.css and text sources. This basically file I am providing because what the text I am using on this web page are here. You can copy and paste this text to your web page. So for the helping purpose and for the speeding the code I use this techniques. Okay, so now first of all we need to create our HTML code for our entire structure of the web page. You can see that all the images are inside this images folder. So let's create our first HTML file, and as usual we have to use simple HTML file here. This is dark purpose of the slider and the icons. We need to external CSS and JavaScript library. So for that purpose, first of all I am using commenting here, and I am using remix CSS library. So for that purpose we have to move on to our Google. I just find it out with this icons again, and from the available resources I click on this again. And I have to just copy this library. I copy URL and we have to paste it here. So this is for the remix icon that we are going to use in the web page, and then for the swiper slider we are to first copy this CSS bundle, right? So where is the CSS bundle? Here you can see this is the CSS bundle. So copy it. We need these two files. So first of all I'm copying the CSS file and paste it. So this is the swiper bundle CSS file now available with our index.html. So we use these two external library for the icon and for the slider. Now we also need to JavaScript library. So for that purpose we have to use script tag here, and we have to copy paste swiper.js here. So you can see this is the URL for swiper.js. So now the entire thing has been created that's we need. So let's start to write our code. First of all we have to write the code for the neighbor. So this is the neighbor code. I'm simply commenting here so you can understand that this is the text. Now div we have to use class logo for our logo, right? And I'm using image here, and for that purpose we have to use logo, right? So this is the logo section for the neighbor, and then we have to move on. So for this purpose we have to use menu class with the unordered list, and you can see that. So here we have to use anchor tag within li. We have to specify many options. So So here you can see the output. This is the menu, and because our logo is in white mode, so you can see here this is the output. So when we change the background color to black, you can easily see our menu section has been completed. And one more thing we need to do is we have to specify bars. This is for the bars when we resize our bar will appear on the screen. So currently you can see that this is a simple icon I'm using inside the div, right? So now you can see we have the bars with this particular menu. So let's come to the Visual Studio Code, and now we write the CSS code for this new bar. So now we have to start with our CSS code, and first of all we need to use whatever the font we are going to try with our web page. We have to import that font inside this CSS file. So I already copied and find it the Google fonts, right? So I can explain you how we have to access these fonts, right? So you can see that this is the import URL, and this path is I copied from the Google, where I find the Poppins font. You can see the Poppins font. So in my web page, in this tutorial, I'm going to use this Poppins font for the web page. So I'm just importing this font, and for this purpose you have to move on to the browser, and so this is Google, and we need to find Google fonts, and you can see that we have the fonts. So now you can see here the Poppins already available because I already used it, so you can find it here. But in this Google fonts you can find any kind of fonts, and just use that font here. So I just find Poppins, and you can see here, right? So if you want whatever the font you want, you have to select all the fonts. So I selected this one, and then so once you select the font, you find this font that is selected font over here, and you can get code from this tag, and when you click on it you can find the link as well as the import syntax. So I just copied this syntax and paste in my code. So you can use any number of fonts using this Google font. So I hope you understand. Now let's move to the Visual Studio Code and write our code, CSS code for our design. First of all, we need to write CSS code for all the common things. So basic thing is that you can see here asterisk sign, which is the universal selector, means we are writing code for all the elements commonly here. So what I am setting here, so the basic purpose of this universal selector is to set basic CSS for all the available elements on the back. So margin divided for we are setting 0, then padding 0, box size style. So as you use this style, you will see that all the URL list having the letters and disappear, right? So without any, and this is text decorations, all the anchor tags. So when we use anchor tag, so you can find that the text with the anchor tag having an underline. So this property will remove all the decorations from the tag. So the basic font family that we are going to use is what, of course, that is Poppins, right? And scroll behavior is smooth scrolling. So this is our universal selector, and we set out all the basic default values for all elements. Now this is the variable declaration sections where I can write variables for all the basic requirement and set the default value for the variables. So in CSS, if you want to create variables, you have to start the variable name with the double dash white. So you can see that this is for the color, and I set the color name white, and then I'm defining all this variable for colors and borders and other things that we need to use many times. So this is a good practice for that. And now this is the element selected, as you know that, and we are using background color here. And as now see that I'm using our variable. So to use variable color, we need to have use var keyword with the bracket, and within the bracket we have to specify our color variable. So currently I'm using the background color black, so I simply black color. So, and for overflow, so this is a simple thing that we need to do. And if you want to write other things, so you have to make it important so that if it conflict with something else, so this one prioritize. So now we write little code for our web page in CSS file. So first of all, we need to link this CSS. Page, right? So let's write our code for the further moving up. So now we write using the display flags, we can manage our menu in most easiest way. So now our logo, and you can see that the flags property basically by default use the right? So the logo and our UL section has been in a single horizontal line. So because I use space between, so you can see that for the logo section name and for UL there's a space, and space between automatically adjusts the horizontal space between the content. So let's move to the code. So you can see by mistake I use here space around, so because of that you can find that the space between the edge of the body and this content is quite good, right? And if you want to use maximum width of this particular web page, we have to write space between. So here we have to use space between. So it's one of the most powerful technique. So you can see now this is the clear using maximize the space of this web page. So after that, let's set the line item center. So this is for li element, right? So display flags. So now justify content center and align item center. For line need specify align content pixel.
So you can use that particular color variable name. So simply, and we have to change the value. This is 3. This is for the right. So this is the background color for that, and for transitions, as we already used variable, you can see transitions. So simply we use after and then. Always want to show the bars when our screen size is mobile, so the small screen size. So currently we are setting bars to display bars. So you can see that there is bar bars. So initially we don't see this bar icon on the page, but when the screen size has been changed and smaller than the you can say that for the mobile purpose, when our screen size has been reduced, this bars will appear. So we want to create the toggle button to show the menu and hide the menu. So that purpose we are using initially in CSS we have to specify this plugin. So say this code and let's check once currently is going. So here is the final lever design. You can see that, and it is also the vertical smooth or transitions right. So now we have to move on to our next section, that is our hero header. So hero header. So let's move to this core and go for it. So let's move to the HTML file, and we have to write our code for the simple new section, which is sections. Using swiper. So first of all, let's create our HTML structure here. So this is the main section, and then the class name is class. And in this class, we have our social icon. So I'm creating a social icon class. So yes, social. So this is for our social icon, and we have to create a simple social icon. Section. When you design any web page, you have to very precisely, very smoothly have to clear that what is the structure of your web page, right? So you need to know that which section has to be on, and which section has to be started, and where it has to close. So you can see that in hero section we start with this section, and in this we have two tags. So this is, you can say this is the first section within the hero header. So this is social icon section, and the second one is this swiper, right? So very precisely you have to know that, and in this swiper section we have to create our slides. So this is for the first slide I'm commenting here, so you can clearly understand this is for the slide 1, right? So let's go practice the comment here. So always try to specify comment when you write the code. Structure of this slide. So you want to put some text, images, section, whatever you want. So this is the first slide, and in this slide we are defining our slide structure. So first of all, we need to have sections, so slide sections. So this is swiper slide, and within swiper slide, first of all, you need to use swiper slide, and then one more thing you have to remember that this class are from the swiper.bundle.css. So these are the predefined class provided by this external library. So keep in mind, we don't have to define this class within our CSS. So this is predefined classes that provide by the swiper.js, right? So have to clear that. Even one more thing, this is the swiper. So and this is the hero swiper. We need to wrap our hero slides within also more class. So that is swiper. So keep in mind that first of all we have to use swiper and then hero swiper, and then in wrapper, swiper wrapper, we have to define our slides. So this is our slide number 1, and for that purpose I use swiper slide, and this is the hero slide. So these are the class available in the swiper bundle.css. So we do not define this class. These are the predefined. So I will not write any code for these classes, right? Then within this, we have to use so now this is the first slide, and you can see that this is the contain for our first line. So this tag we have to use top content. You can see this all text button, and we are using. You can see that top container, right? And then we have to use bottom content. So advancement in design, and then the paragraph text. So I told you that I have already used this text. You can see this is one, right? Now this is the text we need to use in this paragraph. So I copy the text and paste within this paragraph. So this is our first paragraph. So now we have to define the slide 2, and for that purpose we can easily copy this entire code and paste. So now paste code here, and you can see the same code we need to have. Now because this is slide 2, so we have to specify little more class with this slide 2. So this is slide 2, so we need to use one more class, that is hero. container. This is top content. We have to change the text just for the slide. This is all. Eyes. Sorry. So this is the text, and now for the bottom content we have to use the same thing that we are using announcement. So our second slide has been ready now. Same way we have to prepare for our slide 3. So now we have to paste again for slide 3, and we have to make it 0 slide 3. So this is the changes we need to do, and of course the text. So you can see this is swiper button next, swiper underscore btn, swiper underscore btn next, and within this I'm going correct. So this is swiper button previous and this is swiper button next. Now we have to move to the CSS file to write the CSS code for this amazing slider, right? So this is here header, and now we have to write our code for the So this is specify this entire very important. And the transition is so we define our social icons also. Now the social icons are reflect and So now we have to define the slider. So this is our class and this is the default provided by the swiper. So let's define first of all swiper and 100% height. This is for the swiper, right? So let's define swiper. Okay, so we set all the three images to our different slides. Now we have to define our internal structure of the slide. So that is dot hero underscore content, right? You can check here. So this is the view. So we first define hero swiper and then hero slide. So this is the common, and then when we have to move on the other side, so we have to also specify
all the css for the top contained means we are right now in this top contained, correct? So we have to define css for the section, and then we have to define more for the bottom and left and right content. So let's move to the css now. We have to define for the headings. So this is top content h1, and you can see this what is the font size for the h1. So we have and finally animation. Linear. So you define the button
true. Delete and is there 3.7 followers and 3 years. So and initially opacity is okay, must be 0. So this is the code, right? Within HTML we have also this format. So HTML. flags direction column and transform. So the right contains actually So again, adding top transitions to the H1 was linear. Okay, so we also define. You can see that in maximum cases we used anim top. So once we define these animations within this particular section using you will see the final. Of the browser width, and it will appear to the right side of your header. Let's now define the animation for the top. So here is another animations, and this is the name of anim, right? Let's change it to top. Right. So make it this button and this text below this heading. So let's check it out. Okay, so we have to specify the actual. Set the opacity 1. So initially we have to set up opacity 0 for all headings inside the top content. So now the effect, let's see. So here is the page and now you can see that. Okay, fine. So this is perfectly. So now you can see that the effect is perfectly working. Now we have to create our slider effect, right? Once you just which class we are using for which element in which part of the page. So now the right content is the width of the right content is 5% and the left content width is 35. So this is the screen now, right? And the same we have defined for the again we have to make for the smallest one size. So that is max. is 2%. Left, border left is 1 pixel. Solid variable border. So we define the border for the left side only, and then background color as well. So this gap is for between the flex items, so which are inside the bottom contain section. According to our India code. Now we have to write code to the swiper because of our slider and for the other button to display our menu. So first of all, I'm writing to section. But to explain slider. So this is the slides previous view equals to 1 loop true, right? This is basically an object, so you have to specify a key value pair. So you can see this is the object. In this object we are passing key and this is the value. So for the loop we have to specify true. So you can also set the different values, but here I am specifying slide. write the code for the JavaScript code for our menu for the responsive design. So now show menu, you like the everything. Whatever you didn't like, please comment me and tell me what you need to do. So I just try my best to keep cool and slow to explain the things so that you can understand easily, right? But it's required that you have to keep patience, watch the entire video till the end, and subscribe for more videos, right? But let's check out our final output of the code. So this is the responsive design. You can check the design and you can see now this is the slider and this is the button. If you want to change the width of this one, so here is the complete design and you can see that it is working fine. Check it out. This is the final design with all the effect. You can see that slider effect. Here you can see, right. So once the slider has been worked, right, you can see all the effect in that. So see all the effect. So this is the complete effect. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe my channel to be with us to learn more and more web development tutorials.